right, guys. Our first lesson from the Terizzi household. What I need you to do right now to get ready to do this is open up in your Google Classroom the notes that go with week 0. Mean, median, mode, and range. So you either need to print those out or have them open on the computer and just have a piece of paper that you can jot some stuff down or follow along. All right, hopefully you guys are all set. I know that this is not going to be the best, but you know we're going to do the best we can. If you want to join on my Zoom classroom live on Monday at 10 and Wednesday at 10, I can help you face to face. Your parents have the codes for that. Anyway, let's start with mean, median, mode, and range. This is a review from 6th grade, and I'm holding these notes up right here. You probably can see this on your computer. Take a look at that. Mean is also the average. To do that, you add up all the numbers, you find the sum or the total, and then divide it by number of items. And we're going to do some examples. The median is the middle number. Now, what you need to remember there is they need to be in order from least to greatest, and you are actually going to find the physical middle number. If there are 2 middle numbers, then you find the average of those 2. The mode is the number that appears the most. Mode, most. Now, here's the rule with mode. If every number only appears once, there will be no mode. But if you've got a set like this, 4, 6, 7, 7, 9, 9. This is what we call bimodal. 7 is the mode and 9 is the mode. So you can have more than one mode. These both appear twice, so they both appear the most. So the mode would be 7 and 9. If they all appear one time, 1, 2, 3, 5, that's no mode. And then the last is the range. That is the highest minus the lowest. Highest minus the lowest. All right, let me clean the screen off. Now we're going to take a look at some examples of how to do this. Hopefully you guys have a calculator because you're definitely going to want one for this lesson. You're going to want one for everything. So hopefully you guys have one at home that you can use. All right, let's take a look at the first example. The first example says, the ages in years of employees for 2 different companies are listed below. Company A is 22, 30, 31, 36, 38, 46, 49, 52. And then I'm going to do company B down here. They are 48, 55, 67, 67, 69, 70, 75, and 77. So, they are asking us to find the mean, median, mode, and range. So, the mean for company A, what you are going to do, and I've already done this, I'm not going to sit here and press buttons, is take 22 plus 30 plus 31 plus 36 plus 38 plus 46 plus 49 plus 52, and then you are going to divide that whole thing by, count how many there are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, divided by 8. Now, when you add all of those numbers together, find your total, which ends up being 304, divided by 8, and your mean is going to be 38. So your mean or average for this company is 38. Median. I'm going to put mode here. and range here. Okay, let's do mode next, because I don't want to cross anything off. If we look at this set of data, all numbers only appear once. So there is no mode. That was my cat Buddy making an appearance. Range, the highest number. Look, these are already in order, so it's easy. 52 minus the lowest, 22, is 30. Median is the one where you have to be organized. First of all, you need to make sure they're listed in order, and these are. You want to find the middle number. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cross off low, high, low, high. Look how slow I'm going. Low, high. Now, I do not cross 36 out. I have two middle numbers. So my median, I'm going to take 36 plus 38 and divide it by 2. I'm finding the average. That'll be 37. The median is smack dab in the middle. If there's only one middle number, then that number is the median. All right, so that's company A. Company B, mean. Again, I'm going to add all these numbers together. I've already done that. You get 528. And I'm going to divide it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Divide it by 8. You end up with 66. Median, mode, range. So, median. Well, let's do mode first. Take a look at this set of data. I've got 67 appearing twice, and that's the only one that appears twice, so the mode is 67, the one that appears the most. Range, highest, 77, minus lowest, 48, gives you 29. That's how spread out the data is. Median, again, let's find the middle. They're already listed high to low. Low, high, low, high, low, high. Again, I have two middle numbers, so I'm going to find the average of those two. 67 plus 69 divided by 2 gives you 68. A lot of you can probably figure that out in your head. All right, let me clean this off. We'll do example 2. Guys, when you are doing this work, my suggestion is just how I just wrote, mean, median, mode, and range. I would write that on your paper so you can keep things straight in your head. Now, I'm not going to be able to help you like I normally do, but I think that that would be something that would be good for you to do when you're doing your work at home so you can keep track of what is what. All right, now we are going to take a look at, oh, I should have answered this before I erased that. It says, what is the difference between the means? We're at the top of the next page. What does the word difference mean in math? It means subtract. So the difference of the means. We had 66 for the mean of company B and 38 for the mean of company A. The difference, subtract those, you get 28. Is there a difference in median? Well, the difference in median, company B is 68 minus company A is 37. You end up getting 31. What can you conclude about these two companies? Well, if you take a look at the mean and the median of company B, this is B, and the mean and the median of company A, company B is significantly older than company A. So, company A, on average, or B, on average, is older. That doesn't mean every single person is older, but on average they are older. Because if you look at company A, they have somebody that's 52. That's older than 48 in company B, but on average, they're older. So, let's take a look at example 2. It says, the table shows the last 5 days' prices of Apple stock at market opening. What is the range in prices over the last 5 days? Well, remember the range, we're going to do highest minus lowest. So you got to pay attention when you're looking at these numbers. The highest stock price is 174. 45 minus the lowest. We got 165.48. 165.48. They are not listed in order, so you really need to pay attention. When you subtract those two, you will get a range of $8.97. Example 3 is a range problem with negatives. This one is a little trickier, but it's still the same exact thing. Highest minus lowest. It says, the Weather Channel did a news video on the Siberian cold in January 2018. On January 14th, the low temperature was negative 75.3 and the high was negative 68.1, both freezing cold. What is the range of the high and the low temperature on that day? P.S. If you're wondering, the all-time record low there was negative 89.8, which happened on February 6, 1933. Well, range, again, we're going to do highest minus lowest. They said the high of that day is negative 68.1 minus the low, which is negative 75.3. Look how I wrote that. Minus negative. We'll change that to add the opposite, or you can just use your calculator. You end up with 7.2 degree range for the day. So that means the temperature basically went up 7.2 degrees from the lowest to the highest. Okay, let me clean this up. A couple more examples. And again, if you're watching this and you feel like you need more help, join my Zoom Monday and Wednesday at 10 o'clock. Your parents have the link. All right. Now, I am going to write down the prices in example 1, okay? We're on the next page of notes. Example 1 says a new building contains 10 rental apartments. The apartments vary in size. The rental charges are shown in the table. The builder plans to advertise using only one statistical measurement that gives a fair representation of the monthly charges. He will use the mean. Find the mean. And then it says explain why the mean does not fairly represent the market or the monthly prices. So I am going to look at that chart and I am going to list my prices from high to low. If you look, there's an apartment that costs $360. There are 3 that cost $480. The next one costs $540, $600, $600, $720, $1,800, and then $3,600. Now, I wrote those down first, and now we're going to go back up to the top because I want to talk about some stuff. Sometimes, if you have what is called an outlier, write this down. What is an outlier? It is a number that in a data set is either significantly larger or smaller than the other numbers in the set. Let's take a look at the set we have. If these were prices of apartments, okay, do you guys agree that 3,600 and really 1,800 too are both way higher than all these other apartments? So we would call this an outlier. We probably call 1,800 an outlier also because there's such a big gap between 720 and 1,800, but there's a really big gap up to 3,600. So, the mean, take a look at the table at the top. The mean is the best way to describe a set of data if there's no outlier. If there is an outlier, you should probably use the median, and we're going to take a look at that in this example. The mode is, you use that when you're finding data that has, asks a question. Like if the lunch ladies were doing a survey, what's the favorite lunch? Well, there's not going to be a mean or a median. The favorite lunch might end up being pizza. If a whole bunch of kids say pizza, that's the mode, that's the most popular. All right, so let's do this problem. We are going to find the mean and the median. So, the mean, I would add all of those numbers together. I'm not going to waste time doing that right now. I will tell you that if you add all 10 of those numbers, you will get 9,660. Divided by, there are 10 of them. So, my mean is $966. So that means on average, it costs $966 to rent an apartment. Now, let's do median, and then we'll talk about these. I'm going to cross off low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high. I've got two middle numbers. So again, my median is going to be right in the middle. 540 plus 600 divided by 2 ends up giving you $570. So if you were advertising the average price for a apartment rental, look where 966 would be located. 966 would be all the way up here. Almost, well, 8 out of the 10 apartments are less expensive than 966, and 720 is way less expensive. 570 is located right in the middle. So 570 in this case is a better representation. Why? Because of these outliers. These outliers, since they're bigger, they pull the mean or average up. All right, one last example. Let me clean this board off. We're going to talk about a line chart. I know you guys have seen these before. Okay, a line chart. A line plot is another way to organize data along a number line. Each X on the plot represents a piece of data. Okay, so if I'm looking at example 3, there's 1x over 14, 1x over 15, 3 over 16, and 2 over 17. That means one person is 14 years old, one person is 15, 3 people are 16, and 2 are 17. That's the high school debate team. College debate, same thing, different X's. It says, which measures of central tendencies is the easiest to determine from a line plot? Well, you can easily see the mode, the one that is the most. Second question, what is the range of the high school? So range for high school. Remember, range is highest minus lowest. The highest age in the high school is 17, minus the lowest is 14. Range is 3. What's the range in college? Highest is 20, minus lowest is 18. 20 minus 18 is 2. And then it says find the median of the high schoolers. Guys, I highly recommend writing the numbers out in a list from highest to lowest to find the median. So 14, we've got a 15-year-old, we've got 3 16-year-olds. So notice I'm writing 16, 16, 16. I've got 2 17-year-olds. So let's find the median. That's the middle. Cross out low, high, low, high, low, high. Here, one median. The median is 16. All right, now, this is the first week we've done this. What you guys are going to want to do is go back into your Google Classroom, do the homework that matches lesson 0. It's all posted in the same place in your Google Classroom. Check it on your, there's a key posted there also, just like we always do in class. If you need to ask questions, come and see me during office hours. If you can't get into the Zoom, send me an email. Okay? Send me an email and I will be happy to answer your questions. You could also leave me notes in the Google Classroom if you need to. I will check that every day also. All right, and then there will be a whole bunch of other activities that I want you guys to do. There's going to be a con, an IXL, things along that line that you can get some more practice. Then at the end of the week, or any day you want, you need to take that 5-point quiz. It's a Google Doc, and that will be graded. Okay, this week it's not mandatory. Next week it will be. All right, have a great day, guys. I miss seeing you. Bye.